56% of enlisted personnel right now are having difficulty with family finances, and 47% are over their head with their own expenses. This money issue, it's become a readiness issue.
As a military member, you have a mission to accomplish, and anything that distracts you from that mission is going to be a deterrent and it's going to reduce the effectiveness of the mission.
A lot of people just prey on young soldiers who a lot of times don't have the financial training and the experience to resist some of these sales pitches.
Car title loans are charging a median APR of about 300%. These are astronomical numbers. I mean, when we talk about a credit card being 18%, we all cringe. But when you say 300%, 1,800%, 500%, 800%, this is just, it's totally taking advantage. These are leeches, is what they are, stuck on the side of these installations, sucking the blood out of our people that are there to protect our country.
Financial Peace University's military program is an intensive training course designed by nationally recognized radio personality and New York Times best-selling author Dave Ramsey. It is a program that is delivering amazing results.
There is a lot of money that the military is getting, and they don't know how to use it. They don't know what they're doing with it, and they get themselves in trouble, and then they're deployed.
The service members that have been through the course, I've seen just great improvements in their relationships as they come together on their financial goals, and also just the ability to focus better at work and not have those distractions.
FPU guides unit commanders, military support groups, and chaplains by equipping them with a program that will teach and train military members and their families how to manage their resources, ensuring that our servicemen and women are financially responsible and able to provide for their families during their time of service and beyond.
You will either tell your money what to do, or the lack of it will always manage you.
Between financial peace and mission readiness is just the troops' ability to deploy for whatever length of time and not have to be worried about what's happening on the home front financially with the family.
Taking care of the family is critical in mission readiness, and the finances are probably the most important aspect of that.
That's North. And we're going to keep talking about that and keep talking about that and keep talking about that all through Financial Peace University until you can align your behaviors with that, and then you will have a sense of protection, a sense of destiny, a sense of control, a sense of confidence, and a sense of future on where you're going with your money and with your life. Our first lesson that we're going to teach is super saving, common sense for your dollars and cents. And we're going to outline the whole process on saving money and putting all of that together. Then we're going to go into a lesson called Relating with Money. Nerds and free spirits unite, where we talk about marriage and money and singles and money and kids and money. And we talk about the relationship aspects of money. See, what we found is that personal finance is about 80% behavior. It's only about 20% head knowledge. And so you've got to shift your behavior. And that involves relationship issues, doesn't it? If relationships are screwed up, your money's always going to be screwed up. And we're going to walk through the steps in relating with money on how to deal with that. Of course, we're going to do cash flow planning, the nuts and bolts of budgeting, the dreaded B word, and we're going to go through how to put together a real game plan. And it's not a form of medieval torture. It's a process where you really learn how to handle money, and you're telling your money what to do, and you get this sense of power over your money in that lesson. Of course, the lesson that I'm probably best known for, dumping debt, breaking the chains of debt, getting people out of debt, so you can have that opportunity to scream, "I'm debt free!" And we want to walk you through that process on how you get there, and you get to call in on the radio show and be part of the program and do that stuff. Powerful, powerful lesson. Of course, credit sharks in suits. This is one of my favorite lessons. Understanding how to deal with the credit bureaus and how to deal with collectors. And some folks that go through our courses are behind, and other people just are helping people that are behind. So you have to know how to deal with the collectors and the credit bureaus. Buyer beware, the power of marketing in your buying decisions. We live in the most marketed to culture in the history of the world, and it impacts our money. And we're going to talk about the details of that. That's an insightful lesson. I love that one. Cause and effect, the role of insurance in your financial plan. The thing we all love to hate, insurance. And man, aren't we getting ripped off on some insurance. There's lots of places you get messed over on insurance, and there's lots of kinds of insurance you need too. We're going to walk through what works, what doesn't, and why. And I don't sell any of it. So I'm just a teacher. You're going to get the opportunity to learn from a guy who's not trying to sell you something on that. That's not good enough. This is a fun lesson, how to buy big bargains, how to get deals on stuff out there. It's things you already know, but I'm going to put it in a way where you remember to do it more often and get the deals. Of Mice and Mutual Funds, Understanding Investments, where we go through mutual funds and stocks and bonds, and we're going to teach you all the details of all those things you've heard about for years. Some of you are already doing some of these things, but we're going to show you the stuff in a real-world way where anyone can understand it. We put the cookies on a shelf where you can reach them. That's what we specialize in. From fruition to tuition, planning for retirement and college. Put those kiddos through college with no student loan debt. Retiring with dignity. What is a 403B? What's a 401K? What's a 457? What's a Roth IRA? How do those things work? When do they work? When should I use them? When should I not? This lesson right here is worth millions of dollars if you get it. Working in your strengths. I get more letters probably on this lesson than I do just about anything. When people go through this lesson, they change the way they look at their career path forever. So this is talking about how you make your money, not only part-time jobs and things you do while you're getting out of debt, but your long-term view of careers. That's a fun lesson. Real estate and mortgages, keeping the American dream from becoming a nightmare. And of course, I've owned over 1,000 pieces of real estate in my life. I know a lot about real estate. Yes, I lost money in real estate, but also made a lot of money in real estate. So I've got something to tell you about that. And I grew up in a real estate household too. So we can teach you a few things about buying your next home or getting ready to sell your next home. The Great Misunderstanding, unleashing the power of generous giving. This is our final lesson. This is the bonus lesson. And it is it's a home run. It's one of the best ones, and you'll enjoy it.
The result of FPU is a greater level of unit cohesion and effectiveness, which in turn frees the family's military member to focus on their duty and their unit's mission with peace of mind.
Whenever my husband deployed, I was never really worried about the home life or the finances because we had a plan in order.
With an easy-to-implement, common-sense approach to applying sound principles to personal finance, FPU Military is the answer.
If you can discipline yourself to save 10%, give 10%, and live on 80% of what you make, you will always be financially sound and you'll always have enough. And that's the bottom line.
FPU equips military men and women with the security and protection of a sound financial plan during times of activation, deployment, TDY, or PCS. Call today and get your servicemen and women started on the road to financial peace.